guys, welcome back to my channel, and also welcome if you are new. I know I've got a lot of new subscribers around here, so welcome. My name is AkuaB, and here on this channel I cover all things faith, lifestyle and beauty related, and in today's video the topic is temptation. But before I get straight into that, I just want to quickly encourage you to leave a like down below on this video, comment something encouraging for another viewer that passes by, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into it. Okay, so this video actually came to mind when I was thinking about the struggles that I faced as a non-believer and the struggles that I face nowadays as a believer. So I hear a lot about the things that people struggled with in the past when they talk about their testimony, but in today's video I just wanted to give you some encouragement and also biblical truth if you're facing struggles now currently as a believer. Okay, so in today's video I'll be focusing in on a passage from James chapter 1, and I'll be reading from verses 13 through to 17. And it says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning." Okay, so the first thing that I took from this passage was that we as believers now have a knowledge and conception of temptation. We know that we are being tempted, as it says, "I am tempted." We also know that we will be tempted because the enemy doesn't suddenly disappear as soon as we ally ourselves with God. If anything, he has to try harder to try and trip us up. We may not trip up at the obvious temptations and sins like we're used to as non-believers, like drunkenness, lying, fornication, or taking the Lord's name in vain, but as believers we still have a sinful nature, and we may still be tempted to go against God in other areas of our lives, or just in less blatant ways. In this passage, we're told that temptation is a cycle. This is emphasised when it says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." So this is why we're warned against falling into temptation so severely, because once we do, we're sucked back into that cycle that leads to death. The language that is used in this passage is quite graphic. It almost mirrors the process of pregnancy and birth. However, in this case, life is not produced, but death. And the pains and labour of birth are still endured, but for no gain. Okay, so just to summarise this video on temptation, I just want to leave you with some encouragement as usual. So you're already on the right track if you're a believer and have a relationship with Jesus. Instead of temptation being a stumbling block in your relationship with Christ, let's change our perspective and see it as a stepping stone to a stronger relationship with God, and another chance to deny ourselves and to follow Jesus. In our weakness, his strength is made perfect. Use it as an opportunity to cry out to him and lean on him to get you through it. You can't save yourself from your own desires. Temptation is a result of desires that already exist in our hearts. And Jeremiah 17 verse 9 sums up why we shouldn't follow our hearts. We need to be able to identify our triggers and place boundaries on them, because the devil doesn't stop working and will try to trip us up at any opportunity we give him. In 1 Corinthians 10:13, it says, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please make sure to leave a like down below, comment something that you learned from today's video or some tips about how to handle temptation, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for more content just like this. And I'll see you in my next one. Stay blessed and bye!